Well, here is Laps speaking. Maybe some of you knows me, but I'm Laps. Laps is a nickname. It's Laps. It's Luis Antonio Pereira de Souza. Most of the guys knows used to call me Laps. I work with shallow geophysics. In shallow water geophysics, I use Boomer, Sherp, and side scan is my experience. I worked for almost 41 years at IPT, Institute for Technological Research. I just left IPT 1 year ago, and this is a book. Actually, not a book, not an official book. It's just a private, a personal, artisanal collection of side scan sonar images. My intention here is just to advertise about this wonderful tool. I consider myself a side scan sonar addicted guy because I really believe that side scan sonar is one of the best tools for investigation, geologic investigation, mainly on geotechnical also, and the underwater. So I tried here to make a collection of images I have collected all my life, 41 years doing side scan sonar in all Brazil from north to south by IPT. And also I have here a collection of images from colleagues. I have a lot of colleagues in Brazil who also love side scan sonar, and also abroad. I have image from the famous ones like Gary Kozak, Martin Klein, Vincent Capone, Damon, Lisa, John Spruance, John Gunn. All these guys are friends of mine because we get close with each other because of side scan sonar. So I have a collection here. I decided to make a book to the target. My target here is not to get any profit, any money. My plan was to build something to help me in my classes. I used to offer classes at university and companies, private companies, about shallow investigation, shallow water investigation, mainly side scan sonar. So I decided to prepare a collection of images and side scan sonar image, and you see here this book is a little bit heavy, almost 3 kilos, I think 2.7 kilos, and the pages are 30 by 30 centimeters, printed in a very nice artisanal but very nice way, photograph paper. The cover you see here is a side scan, old side scan, analogic, and this is a side scan sonar book. Okay, I wrote here it's just an unauthorized collection because I didn't ask the people to authorize me to make this book because I made it by myself for me in my training. So some friends close the university, maybe they will ask me about having a printed version too, but actually I made it for myself as I want to show. There are 80 pages, so that's the reason it's a little bit heavy, 8 pages. The first pages I just show basic concepts on side scan sonar. Most of these images are mine, but some of them are from Gary Kozak, Vincent Capone, and Damon, Liz, and some others colleagues. Maybe you know, they also have nice images, nice drawings about how side scan sonar work. So I import from them some of these images you see here. It's and also some tables. Some tables. Gary Kozak has a nice, very wonderful, I would say, PDF file about the history of side scan and principle and so on. So I import from them. I ask them to do that, of course. All image here you see who is the owner. So the name of the owner is written down here because some of them it's not belongs to me, and so I have the first page that I'm talking about basic principle, drawings, mosaics, and the resolution like that. I import this table mainly from Gary Kozak. It's you see here how the mosaic is built, and it's like that. The first 3 or 4 pages, and one page I just show some equipment. I have been working basically with client system. I use 530 system, analogic system. This for many years. And now in IPT we have a Klein 3000. It's a nice one. I have an opportunity last week to try the wonderful Klein URH Max 600. It's a wonderful one. I tested it in London in Sonology, so I put some recent photos here. And also we have IPT has a 6205 Editech. It's a very nice system too. USP has a Editech 4200, very nice. Pulsar from Geoacoustics, there are maybe some running in Brazil too. And I also saw this pink small one in Oceanology. It looks like it's. I have never taught him. I taught it in London, but I never surveyed using this system. But the guy there has gave me a very nice explanation how it works. Looks very interesting. I got myself interesting to see one system like this running. This is a Sonatech, it's a Korean. I think it's a very nice one. We have some few ones running in Brazil. It's a, of course, there are many other factors of side-scan sonar, but these ones are the ones I have put my hands on some moment. That's the reason they are here. Okay. And from here to the end, I'm showing nice images I collect in my life, and also some image from colleagues, other colleagues. So rivers, reservoirs in Brazil mainly, but some image. This image, for example, is in England, got by Gary Kozak and Lisa and Damon. They work on this survey, for example. Here you see some image from reefs. I love to do side-scan sonar on reef areas. This is image from a colleague from University of Espírito Santo, Federal University of Espírito Santo. Abrolhos area is a very important area in Brazil. And here you see the Klein 530, the analogic one. These are analogic data. This is digital. I work with side-scan since it was analogic paper, wet paper. It's old times. 80s, 1980s. So here also you see some data. So that's the target. Here is a very nice mosaic. A friend of mine, Marcelo Speller from University of Rio de Janeiro, offered me this mosaic to use in this book. So a lot of mosaics, and this is I got in Japan many years ago. Here is another reservoir. Wood piles here, some a lot of the book pretends to be auto explained. So when you move the pages, you understand what we're seeing. Of course, the best option is to have myself at the site to explain you some details, but the images are themselves auto explained. So no problem. Here is another survey I did here in a very nice one in Rivers Reservoir in São Paulo State. You see many mosaics and in this case rock outcrops. Here a reservoir too. I have done a lot of surveying in reservoir, water reservoir. Here is some image I got in Antarctica. I went to Antarctica 20 years ago. I also present here a page about some noise. Sometimes you get noises. If you have a good system, of course, noises are used to be far away, but sometimes the noise comes. So to see how the noise appears, I choose some examples. Here again, some analogic product from old times in Brazilian rivers. You see here. Here are some landslides. My friend Arthur Aires from Federal University, Federal Fluminense, do Rio de Janeiro. Here is some nice data from the Araguaia River, one of the biggest river in Brazil. I worked there for many times. Here you see some data from that Korean side scan I talked about a few pages ago. Some mosaic in Finland. That's nice data. The guys from Medidata offer me this data to show here. Here's a lake in Rio de Janeiro, famous lake, Rodrigo de Freitas, my friend Tainá, and the guys, the Professor Hélio from the University of Rio de Janeiro too. They gave me this mosaic. It's made by Starfish. It's a small side scan, but sometimes we get nice data. Here another reservoir. Here also some nice image too. When Gary Kozak came to Brazil, we made this. This is actually my first digital mosaic I did in my life with Gary Kozak teaching me how to use Sonar so many years ago. We got a complete page in the newspaper, São Paulo newspaper at that time. So that's very interesting. Here you see a lot of mosaics. Many of this is from some companies like here, DTA. DTA is a very important company in Brazil who deals with harbors, and they use a lot side-scan sonar to make mosaics. And here is Tetra Tech ASA, actually, the mosaics in the lakes in São Paulo and some cities. That's some examples. No? So here you see a harbor. We did this survey with another company, Rural Tech in Brasilia. They also, it's a company, very interesting company because they do a lot of side scan, bathymetric multi-beam systems surveys, and sometimes they use side scan too. So we work together in some projects. Here is a mosaic in an island close to São Paulo. University of São Paulo has side scan sonar since many years ago. Now they have a Editech 4200. Here is maybe one of the most interesting project I'm in. We are surveying lakes in the north of Brazil. These lakes has piles, stilts, village. It's Indian. Indian used to live here 1,000 years ago, so there are some archaeologists studying. So I convinced them to use side-scan sonar to map the bottom of the lake to see various stilts. So it's a very nice survey. We are still working in this project. We have to go back there to survey full lake. Here are some mosaics, Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro too. So just to show some. It's Santos Harbor. Santos is the biggest harbor in Brazil, the most important. Most of our economy runs from Santos Harbor, so it's a very important harbor in Brazil. I went there many times with side scan, boomer, ship, and so on. It was I used to go there at least once a year for many years. So here another mosaics. Here's a interesting mosaic just for archaeology in the north of Rio de Janeiro, looking for something in the river. Perfil Arqueologia is a company who hire us to do this survey. Lakes, and here is a mosaic from 4600 Editech from the University of Santa Catarina. Professor Klein did this survey. So another mosaic. Here is the Lake of Brasilia, surveying by Professor Marco Yanni Roberto, the University of Brasilia. Very nice. Here is a nice survey we did in the south of Brazil with the guys from FURG, where Dr. Grip used to work. It's a nice survey. Here, for sure, is one of the most interesting survey I did. Damon Wolf and Liz and the guys from Editech at that time helped me a lot. We bought a 6205 system to do this survey. It's like very close to São Paulo, 100 kilometers from here, and we got data like this one. It's wonderful. 6205 is a BATI and side scan together at the same time, so it's a very nice system. Here is a survey with Editech 4200 in the northeastern of Brazil, from the people from the University of Pernambuco. The guys there also love to do surveys with side-scan sonar. Everyone likes to do surveys with side-scan sonar because the data used to be wonderful. So here is a very interesting sample of side scan and bathymetry. I like this example. We have an article talking about this. Lisa, Damo, and Gary Kozak work on collecting this data in the south of England. So Plymouth. It's a very nice data to compare how important is side scan, how important is bathymetry. That's very, very interesting. Here is an old mosaic analogic system, SMS system, EG&G, very old. I worked for 1 year in Japan in 1984 with side-scan sonar. In that time, the system was, there's tape, but actually it was an analogic system, just trying to be digital, but still analogic. Here another mosaic, and also from DTA. DTA is a company, engineer company, who works mainly for harbor. They use side scan a lot in the survey. So and finally I go in the wonderful world of archaeology. Archaeology is really very interesting. Side scan, I used to say to my archaeologist friends, I can't imagine an archaeologist without a side scan sonar data in their table to analyze anything underwater. So there are many boats here from the here is, for example, is from Mohamed Sanhanji, maybe so you know him. Data from Gary Kozaki. I got this data in Santos area. There are many, some data I got on internet sites. There is mentioned here, of course. Here you see also people trolling the shrimping ship. Some small fires. That's some helicopters. I work for searching helicopters sometimes in France. Gary Kozak gave me this image. Boats. There are many good examples of boats. This is from Klein. This example I got from them. Here is another example from a boat in the north of Brazil. My friend Luigi Giovanni from USP got this image. It's from Professor Gilberto Dias at the University of Rio. I got this last year in the Rio de Janeiro too. Some image from boats, airplanes. Most of this is from Gary Kozak. Titanic is from Gary too. Here, this is an image for a famous Argentine ship in the south of Brazil. Here is another part of a ship, a wreck, from Professor Gilson Rambelli. We worked together some years ago in the south of Brazil. Here is another very interesting boat. I have a link here to, if someone want to know the history of this ship. It's an England ship full of wood. They sunk here many years ago, and there is a nice history about this. Here again, a whale. This is a very nice data from the Umisan colleague. My friend Alex Silva got it in some survey. They could see a big whale with her son together in the side scan image. I like this image so I decided to put it here. Here is Gary Kozak showing another one experience in Mediterranean Sea, mines, and that's a lot of. Here is a bridge. They exploded the bridge to build a new one, so we went there to see the wreck of the bridge. So I have this nice data. Here is also some platform side scan sonar image, looking for some pieces of the platform. Cables, side scan is very nice for cables, pipelines, and so on. And so there are some examples here with, and also dead people. Side scan sonar is a very useful tool to look for dead people. Sometimes, mainly in the cold north of the world, when people die, the body is not always float. So you have to use a side scan to look for this body. This is the guy. I met the guy who got this image just last oceanology in London. Mr. Masiew from Poland. He told me the all experience of him looking for this body. So that's some example. Here a small area we talk about the news. Side scan sonar or any geophysical tool is going up and up with new technology. So I work with a side scan 40 years ago with analogic paper. Now we have gap filler, Fox side scan, multi-pulse side scan, ultra high resolution side scan. So technology is. I have a pleasure last 1 month ago in London to test this with Mr. Peter Hampson and others guys from Klein. We test this system there at the Oceanology. It's a very, very nice system. And finally, I I try to show here how important it is to make a side scan survey to get a nice mosaic, and also a bathymetry to see 3D your features, and also to have a sub-bottom profile, any sub-bottom profile, just to see how your outcrop is going down. That's the two. If you have these three tools, side scan, bathymetry, and any sub-bottom profile, is a chance to have all figure of the area you are investigating is very, very big. And also suggest here some readings. It's okay. There are many, not many, but some very interesting readings on the market. That's the book, 3 kilos book. And at the bottom here, you see, at the back actually, you see some knowledge for the companies who, in some way, direct or indirect, voluntary or not voluntary, they contribute to me to build this heavy material. And also I would like to thanks to some persons in the world, like Peter Hampson, Gary Kozaki, Martin Klein, Damon, Lisa, John Gunn, John Spruance, many guys in the world, and also in Brazil. They help me, they send me data, or in some moment they try to help me in all my life to do my survey. So I have also some photos of some guys here. I did all along this time. You see in red here, maybe you cannot read, but I'm just telling here that's this book is auto-explained. So, but if you have myself labs besides you, maybe I can go ahead and explain something in more details. Well, that's my target in this video. Sorry, this video is 21 minutes, but my idea here is just to explain about this book. As I told you at the beginning, I have no plans to get any profit, money, everything in this book. It's just to help me my classes, or some teachers in Brazil, anywhere. Maybe they can use this to show to the students how important, how interesting is side scan sonar. That's my target here. So it's not for selling. If someone wants this book, I have only to ask to print that. I will charge the guy the money for printing and sending post office like that, but no profit. It's not an official book or official side scan atlas or like that. It's just artisanal, personal, with these targets I mentioned. That's well, my friend. Sorry to be too long in this message, but this is the book. Okay, I hope you like my presentation, and maybe I hope I have opportunity to show you in some moment the printed version to see. It's really really beautiful. That's the point. Thank you very much for your attention.